Good morning, gentlemen. Still here at the traffic. In the parking lot of the food store waiting on traffic to die down. Oh, goodness gracious, I forgot my intro. Yeah, I really don't be into that all the time. But anywho, thank you for joining me in the Have a Coke and a Smile rant. What we're going to talk about today is the law of unintended consequences. This law has to be taken into account when you're doing things you know you shouldn't be doing. Especially when you're taking shortcuts to get to a certain place and you try to cheat the process in life. You may achieve your goal, you may achieve it with less time, or it may cost you more money, but you set off a different set. Excuse me. How should I put it? Like karma. You set karma into action because you cheat the process. I noticed that's what happens with the law of unintended consequences. Whenever you cheat the process, you set other things in motion. You sow seeds that are going to be harvested later in your life. Like, let's say you cheat on an exam. Because I had many offers in college to cheat on exams for people. And I always ask them, all right, let's say I do help you cheat and you pass. I mean, you get on the workplace, you have to use what you claim you know, what you have mastered, and now you can't do the work because you didn't do the work. You cheated the process. So now, you just made yourself look bad. You also make the school look bad. When people question the school. Because I say it all the time. When people who graduate from these prestigious colleges and they say and do stupid stuff, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what are they teaching at this school? So, even though you cheated the process and passed the exam and got your degree, you set off unintended consequences later on in the future when you're going to have to perform. And then you can't. So, everything about you, your education, all your claims, now comes into question. So now, what the light that people look at you with is like a knife, it cuts both ways, it's going to be turned against you. All right, I was just watching an accident almost unfold. Sorry about that. So, you've got to be careful in life trying to cheat the process. If there's a process, you go through it to the end. Don't take any shortcuts, because you will set off another round of, I wouldn't say karma, but let's say karma. You give karma something else to do. Because karma has nothing to do with her time. And all she's waiting on is for someone to do something they shouldn't be doing for her to get to work. Now, my nephew and I had a discussion about that this morning, about the law of unintended consequences. It's good and bad. So I don't know what you think is look at it in a fatalistic way. Like take for example cars. Cars are an awesome invention. It helped move mankind forward and progress by leaps and bounds. And it supported your independence. So it increases your sense of self, because everyone is proud when they get their car, especially A, their first car, B, the car they always wanted. However, the law of unintended consequences for that independence and everyone having a car is traffic jams. So even though you're free to go as you wish, you can't, because everyone is free to go as they wish. So now your time now is spent sitting in traffic. Now, that's one unintended consequence. Of course, there's the pollution. And to some extent, the noise pollution, depending on where you live. If you live in the city here, with the music, the honking of the horns, the concert going all night, you barely could get a good night's sleep if you live in an area with lots of traffic. That's one example. That's a good example. I mean, a good of a bad example. A good example of a good example is the technical advances in farming. Because the equipment got better, the harvest could be better. Now, the thing is, the price comes down for the consumer, but that's a good thing. The improvement in technology for farming brings the price down for the consumer. I don't know how it is for the farmer. I feel for him because having to do that kind of work manually, I feel for them. But the improvement for the farmer, improving his farming techniques, cause him to produce more, which caused the price to go down. So the unintended consequence of progress is a shortfall in income. But stuff like that. You just got to be aware of things like that. But of course, the farmer could. I mean, I hate to think a farmer would do this, like not cut back so as to cause the price of things to go up. But I mean, if that's what you got to do what you got to do it. But again, the law of unintended consequences come into play, and you don't give karma anything to do. All right, gentlemen. Thank you very much for your time and for joining me in the Have a Coke and a Smile rant. All right, goodbye.